If you're into Middle Eastern food, I bet you've heard about hummus, the popular chickpea dip. Hummus has become a real crowd pleaser around the world these days. It's available at any grocery store in Europe and the US nowadays. But trust me, nothing beats the taste of homemade hummus. And the best thing about it, it's really easy and quick to make. So if you're up for a hummus that is creamy, delicious, naturally vegan, and easy and quick to prepare, you're gonna love this recipe. Yalla, let's dive right in. If you're new here, my name is Kitty, and this channel is all about sharing my passion for delicious Middle Eastern recipes, food traditions, and culture with a special focus on my beloved country, Jordan. Before we get to the recipe, let's have a quick look at the ingredients. Chickpeas is the main ingredient for hummus. That's surely no surprise because hummus is basically the Arabic word for chickpeas. We'll be using canned chickpeas for this recipe, which is quick and easy and perfect when making a small quantity. By the way, in my cookbook you'll find the traditional method using dried chickpeas. Tahini is the second key ingredient. Tahini is a sesame paste made from 100% sesame seeds. It's available at many grocery stores as well as online. We need ice-cold tap water to make our hummus creamy. Some people also use chickpea water instead of tap water for their hummus. Either works well. Garlic adds to the flavor of our hummus. Always use fresh garlic cloves. Freshly squeezed lemon juice is another essential ingredient to hummus, and a bit of salt enhances the flavors. To garnish, we need some olive oil and if you have some sumac or paprika powder. By the way, there is a link in the description box for a complete list of ingredients and amounts which you can save or print out. Ready to make hummus? Let's get started. Drain the canned chickpeas in a colander and rinse with fresh cold water. Be sure to rinse and drain them really well to get rid of the brine. While canned chickpeas are essentially ready to use for hummus, it's better to cook them for a few minutes. In fact, the softer the chickpeas, the better your hummus will be. Transfer the drained chickpeas into a saucepan and add hot water from the tap. Bring the water to a boil and cook for about 7 to 8 minutes. Drain the cooked chickpeas in a colander and briefly rinse with cold water. When you drain the cooked chickpeas, you'll notice that some of the peels have come off. Don't worry, these peels are edible and won't have much effect on the taste of your dish. However, removing them slightly improves the texture. Your hummus will be smoother and less coarse. If you have time, you can pick out the chickpea peels that you see here and there on the surface and discard them. But don't worry, you absolutely don't have to remove all of them. Note that the chickpeas should have cooled down completely before you proceed. Meanwhile, let's squeeze our lemon. Before slicing it, roll it back and forth on a hard surface a couple of times. After that, cut the lemon into halves and press out the juice using a lemon squeezer, or if you don't have one, simply squeeze by hand. Discard the seeds and flesh and set aside the juice. Let's move on to the garlic. Remove the cloves from the bulb, cut off the hard ends of the garlic clove, remove the peel, and then cut the cloves into quarters to make it a little easier for your food processor. Add garlic and chickpeas into your food processor. Blend them for about 2 to 3 minutes. You won't get a perfectly creamy mixture at this point. The idea is to blend garlic and chickpeas prior to adding the liquid ingredients to avoid any large chunks in the mixture. In a second step, we'll add tahini, salt, and lemon juice to the food processor. Turn on the food processor again. If you have one like I'm using, add the water through the opening bit by bit. Blend for another 4 to 5 minutes until all the ingredients are well mixed. You should get a uniformly creamy and smooth mixture. If it's your first time making hummus, have a quick taste. You can add more salt or lemon according to your taste. Happy with texture and taste? You can eat your hummus right away or refrigerate it for an hour before serving. In fact, your hummus will thicken a bit when it's cold, which also makes it easier to spread. To serve, scrape into a flat bowl or small plate and garnish with some leftover chickpeas and a generous amount of olive oil. سهتين. Enjoy!